It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Throwing right away is Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 33, here's a second down and 4. Off the play fake, Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Once more, here's Eckler. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down, right near the 24. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position. The 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
11 MT tape. 11.
A give running right, Moss. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. They'll run the screen with Moss. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now, this defense for the Commanders is much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
11 MT.
They go play action with Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
11.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Tennessee. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. The Bengals hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go. 12.
Play action. It's Burrow. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34.
12, 11,
and they'll send the tight end in motion
11,
here.
Mighty, 11, mighty. Dot.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Gun. Dot. Eleven.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7 from the 20.
11 MT. Dot.
A give up the middle to Wright. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
On one, ready? Twelve. 11 mighty. 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they come up now, second and goal.
get set. Dot.
Moss. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
They take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
Fielded at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
11, Thomas. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11, 11, 11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
12, 12, 12. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11, Thomas. Dot.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 1, right?
3rd down and 1.
MT. 11 MT. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1, ready?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Gun.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Burrow. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Moss. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. McPherson's kick is good. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. And that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to correct course here. They had the safety turned in against them last time they had the ball. That was followed by the field goal. So they'll operate from behind now as they start 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space and let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Daniels looking to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Come on.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Motion man is Crowder. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, Panther. Cowboy 80.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
To throw is Daniels.
And he comes back with one complete.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Ready.
Now Daniels.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Again he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Now it's Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And just shutting him off there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Go street.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Daniels.
That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Come on. Hit.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop.
Touchdown!
Zach Moss
from 3 yards out.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Here's Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Daniels.
Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Motion man is Crowder.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
On the handoff, running left, Moss.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
11, 11, 11.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back, plus 5 more as they get it to 2nd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Dot.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
12, 12, 12. Behind.
Play action. It's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Up the middle with Eckler. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Daniels looking to throw.
And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
50 Bobcat, 50 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels on the screen. This is Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
Powers through him. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On first and 10, here's Brown.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Come on. Hey.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw is Daniels.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over in field position. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
11. 11, Thomas.
On the handoff, it's right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Running right, here's Brown. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
On 1, ready?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
On 1, ready?
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Here we go, here we go.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Moss on the give up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
11.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This just a 24-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.